Hi, I'm Kevin Orman, the Master of Self-Leadership. Welcome to Leadership U. Today we'll be talking about how to use leadership skills to write a book in 100 days or less. Welcome to Leadership U, where it really is all about you. So here's how it goes. I ended up with cancer and a few other things that I had to deal with. And in May of 2014, I made the decision that it was time to take my business and restart it and go to a bigger level and so on. And in the process of that, I called my friends. One of the most important things is to use your network. Use coaches, use mentors, use your network. And this is one of the things that I did. So I called my friends in the industry that are successful doing the things that I want to do more of and that I'm doing as well now. But I called them at that point when I wasn't, because I was finally feeling good after 4 major surgeries in 3.5 years and cancer and all that stuff. I finally got rid of all that and I was feeling great. So I gave them a call and I said, okay, how do I play in the bigger sandbox that I want to go to more regularly? And they all said the same thing. They said the price of entry is a book. You have got to write a book. So I made the decision in May of 2014 to write a book. 100 days later, I had 100 copies of that book in my hand. I was selling it live on Kindle. It was live on Amazon. And it went to, that was in September of 2014, January 27th of 2015. That book went number 3, and it's still on the bestseller list today. Now, there are some things about that are critical, and they're leadership based. First of all, I couldn't do it without a team. And I had to have a vision of where I wanted to go. That's another very important leadership skill, is getting that vision and getting that picture in your mind as to where you want to go and what you want to do. I had to have that picture. I wanted to get a book out. And then as I had the book out, and then I developed another picture, and that picture was to make it a bestseller. And so through the process of that, I developed and acquired and brought people around to create a team to make that all happen. There were cover designers, and there were marketing people. There were people that showed me and coached me through the process of making it a bestseller. There were editors. There were all kinds of people on my team. And I brought that all together to make that happen and utilize that. Now, the amazing thing about that particular book was that 100 copies in my hand, including that 100 copies and everything else, in that 100-day process, my total hard cost, including the 100 copies, was $632.46, and that included the whole process to get to that point. Now, that's done by understanding the right processes and understanding how to put the teams together, how to lead it, and all the things that are necessary to make leadership work in a project, in a process like that one. And so it's really key to understand that. Now, that's something that, of course, I coach people to do as well, is to help them with their own books, help them with their own projects and things like that. And that's something that I can certainly help you with as well. But I want you to understand the power of the leadership skills to make that happen. A few years ago, I couldn't have done that. I didn't have the skills. I didn't have the understanding. I didn't have the self-leadership in place. I didn't have all these things ready to go, which I do have now. And so I was able then, utilizing these skills to make this all happen. It's really important to understand this, because absent that, I couldn't have done it. And absent that, you can't do it without the coaching and the other things, which is what, of course, in those areas that I needed it, I got the coaching. I got those things that I needed. But that's one of the self-leadership skills as well, is to be humble enough and recognize where you need help. And then wise enough to go out and get that help and get the right kind of help from the right people quickly. And with that process, I was able to get that all done. I'd never written a book before. I didn't know how to write a book. I'd read lots of them, but I didn't even know what the book was going to be when I made the decision to write a book. But 100 days later, I had that book done. And it's really important to recognize that that's the skill set. That's the power of this skill set. This is why it is so important for you to develop these skills. because you can go anywhere you want to. Look, if I can do it with my background, you can do it with yours. Guaranteed. There's just no question about it. If you develop the skills and you decide you're willing to pay the price to make it happen. Not only to develop the skills, but then to do whatever else it is that you want to do. And so that's the lesson for today. And one of the things that I want you to understand is that, of course, I can help you do the same thing. I can work with you. And so if that's of interest to you, contact me. There's all kinds of contact information here at the end of this video, but you can go to my website, certainly, kevinormond.com, kevinormond.com, or you can email me at kevin@kevinormond.com. Just remember you spell it right, and you'll get there. And so all the best to you, the best of luck to you in your book and your endeavor. And get that thing out there, because it changes your life. Trust me. My life absolutely changed in 100 days, and yours will too. So we'll talk to you later, and that's Leadership U for today, and we'll see you on the flip side. Subscribe here to Leadership U to make sure you get all the videos. Also, you can watch more videos from here, including 2 that I've shown, my speaker reel, and also one I call Leadership Elephants in You. Also from here, you can go ahead and then get to my website to find out more about my speaking, books, and other things. Have a great day. See you on the flip side.